Week in Sneaks.
Welcome back to This Week in Sneaks, your go-to spot for all the hottest drops. And this week, we're totally stacked. Monday kicks things off with a skate-inspired collab. Bronze 56K and New Balance Numeric team up on the 480 silhouette. Bronze 56K is the latest outside partner to put their spin on New Balance's skate division, and they're doing it their way with a fresh take on the Numeric 480. Founded back in 2012, Bronze 56K built a cult following off its lo-fi bootleg aesthetic. They've teamed up with names like Reebok, Huff, and Palace, and now they're bringing that raw energy to New Balance for the first time. The result is a clean and confident Numeric 480, dressed in a minimalist palette that speaks volumes, wrapped in a tumbled black leather that gives the shoe both texture and durability. It's subtle, sleek, and built to skate, but still holds that streetwear edge. Tuesday keeps it fresh with JD Sports dropping an exclusive New Balance 1000 in a Tiffany blue accent, stepping into luxury territory with a new exclusive colorway, bringing black, silver, and a splash of that unmistakable Tiffany blue energy to the scene. The base keeps it subtle with a premium mix of suede mesh and synthetic leather across the upper, giving it a layered texture feel that screams quality. Metallic silver accents that shimmer in the light, and those robin egg-inspired hits, a nod to that iconic Tiffany blue shade. It's the kind of combo that doesn't yell for attention, it earns it. This JD Sports exclusive isn't just a colorway, it's a statement. Whether you're skating, styling, or just stepping out, this drop is designed to elevate your rotation. Feng Chen Wang and Converse bring traditional Chinese pottery to the streets with her take on the Chuck 70 2-in-1. Sneaker or sculpture? That's the question you'll be asking when you see the latest from designer Feng Chen Wang. Known for her bold, experimental takes on fashion and footwear, Feng Chen Wang is back with another 2-in-1 Chuck 70, and this time it's inspired by traditional Chinese ceramics, specifically the stunning ancient style of GN wear. Think deep, earthy tones, handcrafted clay textures, and a finish that looks like it was pulled straight from a kiln, all translated onto a sneaker. The graphics and sculpted overlays mimic the way pottery glaze flows and cracks, making each pair feel like a collectible. Feng continues to push boundaries in sneaker design, and this Chuck 70 is no exception. The signature split construction, jagged lines, and layered textures give it a 3D look that's part fashion statement and part museum piece. It's not just a shoe, it's wearable storytelling. Whether you're into sneakers, design, or just something unapologetically different, this Feng Chen Wang Converse collab is next level. Midweek madness hits hard. First up, a blast from the past. The Nike Kobe 9 Elite High Protro Weta is making a retro comeback. In 2015, Nike dropped one of the wildest Kobes we'd ever seen. The Kobe 9 Elite High Weta, and now nearly a decade later, it's making a comeback, this time in Protro form. This latest release stays true to the chaos of the original, bringing back that mismatched, multicolor madness that made the Kobe 9 Elite Highs a certified classic. On the lateral side, expect fiery red hues and bold contrast. Flip to the medial side and you'll see cool blues and greens, keeping things unpredictable and unmistakably Weta. But it's not just about looks, this is a Protro after all. That means performance is front and center. You've got a fly knit upper for lightweight structure, integrated with fly-wire tech to lock you in, and that signature high top build design for stability and support. Up top, Kobe's crest sits proudly on the tongue, while the sockliner goes wild with a multicolored pattern that ties the whole aesthetic together. Chaotic, yes, but somehow cohesive. The Kobe 9 Elite High Protro Weta is more than just a retro. It's a reminder of how far performance and creativity can go when Kobe's legacy is at the center. And it looks like we're in for another loaded Thursday. We're talking Swarovski and Jordan Brand dropping a $1,000 crystal-covered Air Jordan 1 Low Shadow. Yes, you heard that right. $1,000 on the toe box. Jordan Brand just took one of the most iconic colorways in sneaker history, the Air Jordan 1 Low Shadow, and gave it a full-on luxury makeover. We're talking crystals, thousands of them. Jordan Brand stays true to the OG shadow color blocking, deep black on the mudguard eyelets, midfoot, and tongue, and that signature stealth gray on the toe box, swoosh, heel overlays, and Nike Air Tongue branding. Every single panel is decked out in Swarovski crystals. Each crystal matches the color of the panel it's on and comes in varying sizes to add depth, texture, and serious shine. Whether you're rocking them or putting them in a display case, the Swarovski Air Jordan 1 Low Shadow is pure flex. Classic heritage, modern luxury, and one of the boldest takes we've seen on the AJ1 Low yet. Little Yachty and Nike are back at it again, and this time they're turning up the volume. The Concrete Boys Air Force One is getting a second drop on Wednesday, May 22nd, and this one is anything but subtle. The new collab flips the script with a wild lucky green, mystic red, and university gold color palette, Inspired by the exact pair Yachty rocked at Coachella 2023. It's bold, it's loud, it's exactly what you'd expect from Yachty's style. Fearless, nostalgic, and dripping with energy. But this time, we're in full-on throwback mode. A clear nod to the colorful patent leather Bapestas made famous by Nigo. This drop fuses Y2K streetwear energy with Yachty's eclectic flair, and it's got that crossover appeal that hits both sneakerheads and fashion fans alike. The Lil Yachty and Nike Air Force One Concrete Boys in that lucky green, mystic red, and gold combo is set to make serious waves this summer. Running is in Nike's DNA. From the University of Oregon track to global race circuits, the swoosh has always led the pack, and now they're taking it after dark. With deep roots in track and field, Nike has grown into one of the biggest names in running, sponsoring elite races and hosting their own events. And this year, they're going global again with the upcoming Nike After Dark Tour. The women's focused running experience will hit 6 major cities, each one lit up with energy, community, and speed. To celebrate the After Dark Tour, Nike is dropping a special edition of one of its hottest new silhouettes, the Nike Pegasus Premium. Designed with performance in mind and style in every step, the Pegasus Premium colorway captures the spirit of the night running. Sleek, bold, and made to move when the sun goes down. From the track to the streets, Nike is keeping the running culture alive, and the After Dark Tour is proof. Anime and sneakers, it's a crossover we've seen for years, from custom kicks to full-blown collabs, but now Naruto is officially teaming up with Converse, and it's big. This marks the very first time Converse is stepping into the Hidden Leaf Village, and they're doing it in style. The debut Naruto Converse collection features not 1, not 2, but 5 character-driven sneakers. From the Leaf Village to the Converse lineup, this collab is a dream come true for anime lovers and sneakerheads alike. New Balance continues its push into the future by looking to the past. In their last silhouette, the New Balance 2010 is a perfect blend of retro inspiration and modern execution. This isn't just another runner. The NB 2010 takes design cues from the turn-of-the-century era, a time when chunky midsoles, layer builds, and performance meets style ruled the roads. And while we've already seen the 2010 pop up in colorways like Dockside Indigo, New Balance is bringing it front and center with a new look for gray days. Now we all know New Balance and gray go hand in hand, but this isn't your standard 990 style gray. The Gray Days 2010 features an arid stone upper, mixing suede, mesh, and nubuck for a layered, almost dusty aesthetic that stands out without screaming. It's muted and modern, and it fits perfectly into New Balance's elevated lifestyle meets performance lane. From the track in the 70s to the streets today, New Balance is bringing heritage vibes into the modern era. And the 471 is proof that retro can still feel brand new. The New Balance 471 transforms 1970s running DNA into a sleek, everyday staple. With a low profile, a wedge-shaped EVA midsole, and a classic herringbone outsole, this pair is built on familiar footing. But what really makes this silhouette stand out is how it blends the old-school base with elevated lived-in materials. A uniquely New Balance detail that sets this pair apart from the crowd. Retro roots with modern edge. When high fashion collides with sportswear, things get wild. And Adidas is back at it with a follow-up collab that's turning just as many heads whether you're into it or not. Last year, Adidas teamed up with Avavav, the avant-garde fashion house out of Florence, Italy. You might remember the viral rubber finger superstars and those chaotic clothing pieces that took the internet by storm. Now they're back, and this time the superstar is getting one of its most outrageous makeovers yet. Introducing the Avavav Adidas Superstar Moon Rubber. And yes, that name fits. Imagine the classic shell toe but blown up in size, reshaped and reimagined into something that looks straight off a fashion runway or maybe a space station. The result? A silhouette that's part superstar, part Balenciaga steroid boot, and let's be honest, a little bit of clown shoe. But there's intention behind the madness. The oversized rubberized sole unit is dubbed Moon Rubber, hinting at a space-inspired aesthetic. The Moon Rubber Superstar isn't for everyone, but that's exactly the point. Crocs and Salehe Bembury are back, and this time he's not just reworking clogs. He's stepping into sneaker territory with the Pollux Juniper. The upper's made from a textured synthetic material, complete with perforations on the toe and heel for breathability and water flow. Built for both utility and style. It's futuristic as well as functional, and it's 100% Salehe Bembury. When it comes to clean, elevated sneakers with a nostalgic twist, nobody does it like Amélie Andor and New Balance. But now, they've hit a new milestone together, and it's called the RC56. The relationship between Teddy Santis, his Amélie Andor label, and New Balance has been a masterclass in collaboration. But this time, it's different. The RC56 isn't just a refresh, it's the first sneaker designed from scratch by ALD and New Balance together. First teased in ALD's Spring-Summer 2025 campaign, the RC56 pulls inspiration from archival New Balance cross-country runners from the early 2000s. Slim, agile, and built for speed. The RC56 reinterprets those performance-driven roots through a modern lifestyle lens, blending retro running aesthetics with ALD's signature clean, preppy edge. To kick things off, ALD is dropping 3 new colorways: a crisp and clean pristine, a deep, timeless navy, and a bold gray volt combo. Meanwhile, Atmos Japan gives us a bandana-inspired twist on the New Balance 1000, blending pattern and performance. Covering the Atmos and New Balance 1000 bandana collaboration. New Balance has been digging deep into the archives lately, and 2024 officially marked the comeback of the NB 1000. Originally dropped in 1999 and almost lost to time, this silhouette is now the canvas for some of the hottest collabs in the game. We've already seen Ami Leandor, Joe Freshgoods, Kip, and This Is Never That put their spin on the revived runner. But now, another heavy hitter from the East joins the lineup, Atmos Japan. Creative director Hirofumi Kojima just teased their take on the NB 1000, and let's just say, it's got a story and style stitched into every panel. In the caption, Kojima called the pair Bannu, a word with roots in Nepali and Hindi. In Nepali, it means to tie or bind, but in Hindi, it's closely tied to the word we know as bandana. That bandana theme comes to life with a paisley print canvas base, creating a textured, layered look that feels both rooted in culture and fresh in execution. And finally, we close out the week with a certified grail, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. Iconic, timeless, and absolutely essential. Jordan Brand is dipping back into the vault for one of the most iconic sneakers of all time, and it's not a remix this time. The Jordan 4 White Cement is officially returning in 2025. First released in 1989, the White Cement 4s are a cornerstone of Jordan Brand history. Clean, bold, and unforgettable. The last time we saw them was back in 2016, complete with the coveted Nike Air branding. They sold out instantly, sparked online chaos, and for many collectors, that was the grail pair. Now in 2025, they're coming back again, and this time, Jordan Brand isn't messing with perfection. The release won't feature any reimagined treatment or alternate materials. Instead, we're getting the closest thing to the original 1989 version yet, thanks to the updated comfort and shape tweaks introduced with the Nike SB Air Jordan 4. Expect the same white leather upper, cement gray speckled accents, black hits throughout, and that beloved Nike Air logo on the heel. It's nostalgia upgraded. This is one of 2025's biggest retro drops, so if you missed out in 2016, now's your shot. So there you have it. The White Cement 4s are coming back just the way we like them. And that wraps it up for this week in sneaks. Let us know in the comments which drop you're most hyped about, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a week. We'll catch you next time.